Welcome. Thank you for being here. Welcome to my channel. My name's Anna, and today I have in front of me the new Kaleidos Smokey Nostalgia collection. Basically, I picked up the full collection without the, there was like a little dresser. It was cute, but I definitely do not have room for anything in my very small apartment. So I just picked up the makeup portion of it. It was 2 eyeshadow palettes, the Black Jasmine and the Cold Brew. And they all come in this sort of lace covered, and it is actually like lace covered satin. And it's like cushy. I don't know. It's really interesting. I wasn't expecting it to be so tactile, which is fun. And they're heavy. Like they're not heavy, but they've got some heft to them. Yeah, they're kind of cute. And there's a nice mirror in there. You can fold them all the way back. This one is the Black Jasmine quad. And then I'm dog sitting, so there's there's a pup making noises in the background today. I hope that delights you as much as it delights me. And then there's the Cold Brew quad. Even the packaging was super cute on these. Like lace and butterflies. And this one looks like this. The inside looks like this. I think this is probably the one I'm going to work with today, but man, I can't really decide. All right, and then they came out with 4 new lip clays for this collection, and they came in this very adorable tin. This is probably my favorite tin that they've come out with. It's the back. Just very, very cute. And it has the 4 lip clays in there. All right, and then the blushes. So everything was very matte in this collection, and it's interesting. I feel like, so this is the first blush. Again, it comes in that packaging with the like squishy satin with lace covering it, magnetic closure, and the blushes all have a mirror in them. But this is the, I wonder if the name is actually on the component or not. It is not that I can see, but this one is called Sunburnt, and it's a very peachy orange blush. Again, they're very matte. They look very silky. And then this is the Sanguine. And these are very cool. They're very different from anything I have, and I appreciate that. And this is really, really easy to, it's not gonna sit open like on a desk for you. If you wanted that, you would have to hold it. I'm gonna have to hold it anyway. Like, I'm not gonna set a little mirror on a desk. I don't know. Anyways, whatever. This is, like I said, Sanguine. It's kind of a red. It's got maybe a hint of like coral, I guess. Anyways, these are all in the same style. This next one is called Dreamwalk. And this is, I like how they're all different colors on the outside. Ooh, oh yeah. This is fun. Like an orchid color or something. When you first see it, it looks pink. But I think it does have a little bit, no, it's pretty pink. That's pretty pink. It just looked orchid in the monitor. Blushes are in right now, I feel like. And then this one is actually looks kind of similar to the Sunburst color. It's called Ecstasy. I'll have to hold them up all together. I think this one's a little less orange and a little bit more peach than Sunburst. Actually, yeah, let's just try to hold those up. I guess I'll do swatches later. Oh, yeah. This is Sunburst and this is Ecstasy. I think this one's gonna be very flattering, but this last one is probably the one I'm gonna wear today because, oh my goodness. It's a very cool blush shade that I don't think I have in my collection, which is great. This is called Joyride. And this is like, oh yeah, it's almost kind of bronzery, but I'm very excited to try this today. So that is the collection. Okay, so what I want to say is my first impression of this was just like 90s. I kind of read through the description and everything, trying to figure out if there was a 90s inspiration for this. And being called the Smokey Nostalgia, I sort of got the impression that it was more just like smoky makeup throughout. That was loud. That must have been in the alley or something. I got the impression that it was sort of like smoky makeup from all time periods, like kind of a vintagey sort of thing. But for me, this is so 90s. Like the lip shades are so, I will swatch these later, but the lip shades are so, they're like brown and sort of burgundy, and these like nudie, I don't know if you can see like the shades in there, but especially like these two just give me such 90s vibes. And everything is so matte. Like even the eyeshadow palettes, I think there's, yeah, 3 mattes and then like glitter, which I remember glitter being a thing in the 90s. I don't know. These are just so 90s to me. And I feel like, you know, the eye makeup of the time seemed to be pretty neutral. Everything was very matte. I actually did my makeup very matte, and I didn't use like any bronzer or contour, or I'm not gonna do like highlighter or anything, because I sort of wanted to get that like 90s vibe or whatever. I don't know, shoulder length hair. Not exactly this style, but this was kind of the closest I had. I don't know. It really, really gives me a 90s vibe. So, and like the lace, I feel like that was really big. I don't know. Maybe it was just where I lived and whatnot. But, all right. So where do I even begin? There's so much here. I was really excited about this. There are like 4 things that I want to do videos about. And this is the one that I was the most excited about to actually play with and work with. So let's see, do we do gray or brown for the eyes? I just gotta go with the cold brew palette. So this is what we're gonna work with, and I will start with this. I love this component, and the mirror is actually pretty large. Takes up almost the entire compact, which I think is very cool. So yeah, if you do have to hold it. Also, wow, this foundation is really oxidized and is very dark, which was not intended. Sometimes that happens. All right, so going with my 90s theme, or going against my 90s theme, I am gonna prime my eyes because I wanna sort of do my usual test of sort of how these perform. And I feel like giving it a fair shake is gonna be eye primer, even though I did not use eye primer, eyeshadow primer in the 90s. Not by any stretch of the imagination. I would put like 1 shade of eyeshadow on my eyes and call it a day. I did not wear a lot of makeup. And again, like I said, I don't think that this was supposed to be like a 90s collection, but that's the vibes it gives me. So we're gonna go kind of 90s today. Although blush was not so popular, although that brown blush would have been the one to use, I think. So let's, oh, it's so pretty. I kind of, well, here, let's swatch it first and see what we got. I don't know that these have shade names. They came with this little card that said base, radiate, diffuse, and accentuate. I don't know if you can, no, you can't really see that, but yeah, I guess we'll, I don't know. They didn't really have names. Ooh, these feel amazing, like amazing. Super smooth, wow. Wow. Oh yeah, these feel great. I will say, when I was unpacking all of this, whoa, the chemical smells. Just FYI. These are pretty neutral to cool shades also. And I feel like the glitter's almost got like a, well, it's like a lilac-y pink almost. Anyways, that's what they look like. They look so smooth and buttery. So pretty. All right, so those are the swatches. That is so pretty. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I really, really, really like that sparkly shade. You know, I think this is just gonna be super, super duper simple. So I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and go into that lightest shade. See how pigmented these are. Use my little mirror here. You can look at the cute packaging. It's so cute. I think we need to like get the eye clear of the wig here. Actually, the center part was pretty in, I think, at the time of when I'm thinking of. Yeah. Let's just throw this through the crease kind of high, focusing on the outside. Okay, that's blending like beautifully. That shade is gorgeous. Very easy to work with. I feel like this would be, I mean, first impression, I think this would be perfect for travel. Just like one thing. That's it. And you can just get a pretty look. Then I'm just gonna go with the same brush into the second shade, or the like a little bit deeper one. And again, just focus sort of on the outer. I'm going to try to keep this very rounded because I think that's a little bit more in the style of what I'm thinking. This is so pretty. Wow. All right, and then going into that deeper shade. These are working together very, very, very well. They're just blending, like there's no patchiness whatsoever. Yeah, this is gorgeous. All right, so super simple. And then I'm going to take another fluffy brush that looks fairly clean. And I'm just gonna sort of, no, I don't like that brush. Take this rougher brush and just sort of go around the edges here. We're gonna see a dog. Oh yeah, there comes a dog. I can never get her to say hello when I'm doing these videos. She actually lives, she's my landlord's dog who lives, we share a yard, so she comes over all the time and I can never get her to say hi, but now you get to see her because she's coming down the stairs. Hi, boo. Oh yeah, so handsome. Okay, makeup. So, there we go. Wow, I mean, that makeup, that eyeshadow applied itself, and it's such a buttery matte that it didn't, I got like no fallout. There was cake-up in the pan, but there was nothing that fell down onto my face that I can tell. So wow, that is so beautiful. Yeah, that is very pretty. And then, yeah, I want to try the shimmer shade. I want to see. But I'm going to take a brush. I'm going to take it on a brush and just see how it applies with the brush. And, oh, it's just like a light, pretty, ethereal shimmer. That's lovely. I'm actually not really going to do much with the inner corner. I'm going to kind of keep this super simple. Like I'm basically doing like the simplest version of how I would do my makeup now, but sort of in the style of back in the day. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna keep it at that. I'm not gonna do anything on the lower lash line. Cool, beautiful, love it. Okay, I'm gonna do the other eye real quick. Did I make that work? I don't know. Anyways, all right, so that is looking smoky. Yeah. I like a lot. Is it just me or has mascara come a long way? Seriously, like I remember when I was a teenager, mascara just always looking clumpy, always being like separated. I don't know. I feel like mascaras have really improved over the years. And I like it. I'm here for it. I did not decorate my lower lashes at all because like I wouldn't have dreamt of that in the 90s, which is it's just the vibe I'm going with today. I'm also kind of digging this like center part situation. It's a little silly, but you know, I think it works for me. All right. That was really easy. That went on like a dream. So let's look at these blushes. I'm going to swatch them. Actually, let's swatch that other eyeshadow palette real quick too and show you that. So this is the Black Jasmine palette. I'm gonna be honest, I'm intimidated by this because the like cool gray black tones I'm so scared of. But that's absolutely silly. Ooh, oh, that black didn't feel as soft as the other shades, but these grays just feel so good. And the sparkly one does feel rather textured, but this is like super cool toned. Ooh, look at that. It just looks wet. That black is looking nice. I hope it swatches as good as it's looking on my finger. Ooh, actually, I think that's probably gonna work out pretty well. Ooh, that is very, very beautiful. Wow, my goodness. Those shimmers are spot on. I mean, the mattes too. I mean, you know, the first four here worked super well, but look at that black. That's intense. It looks on these swatches like there's glitter in the black, but I didn't see that at all. I think that was just maybe on me or something. Yeah, like transferring from other things or swatches that I had on my arm earlier or what have you. Wow, why is it so dark right now? Hopefully you can see me. But yeah, those are really pretty. I think these are a great formula and really nice, like I said, for just like a very easy look. Like this took me no time, just no time. I had to be a little careful. I think I went a little bit too wild with the deepest shade on my second eye, so kind of amped it up on both sides. So that's kind of a me problem though. I don't think that's the shadow. They're very pigmented. Like a little goes a long way, which is fantastic. And they feel great. All right, so, oh, I wanted to mention actually, when I opened all of this, and there was that like massive chemical smell, there's also, like, I don't know if that was the packaging or the makeup itself, but I feel like I do smell like a certain scent to this, and it almost smells like a fragrance, but it's so subtle. I don't know what I'm showing you. I can't show you a smell. But it's so subtle. I wonder if it has to do with the glue or if it was like a fragrance that they added. I might look at the ingredients list. Okay, so I can't find anything about a fragrance. However, on the cold brew palette, it does say it has the warning, or in accordance with US FDA regulations, shades diffuse and accentuate are not intended for use around the eye area. So diffuse and accentuate are these two, and I would have thought this was the one that they were saying don't use on your eyes. So yeah, that surprises me. I wouldn't have thought that the matte shades would be that. I usually think of that with like glitters and things. I wonder what the ingredient is that does that. Anyways, I use things near my eyes all the time that I shouldn't. I am not recommending you do that or not. It's what I do. Do what's right for you. And all right, so let's now swatch these blushes. Ooh la la. So this first one, I believe, is Sanguine, which I think was, yes, like kind of a reddish color. So let's swatch these. This is Sanguine. I'm gonna have to swatch them. There's no way I'm gonna be able to hold these up all at once, or I will drop them and be very sad because something will break. Oh yeah, these feel very soft, like the eyeshadows. Oh yeah, they're just super pigmented blushes. So that's Sanguine. And then this is Sunburst. Here, also very soft. I'm guessing these are not intended for the eyes, but you could use them as such. All right, this next one is called Ecstasy. Yeah, I smell... No, this just straight up smells like adhesive or something. There's something in the eyeshadow palettes that I'm smelling. This one is called Ecstasy. I think I said that. Oops. I need more hands. Ooh, yeah, that's bright. That's so bright. All right, this one is called Dreamwalk. And this is that super pink. It does have a bit of sort of a lavender, like just a hint of purple in there. Okay, and then last but not least, and this is totally the one I want to try to use today, is called Joyride. And it looks like so. So soft. It's just so soft. All right. Yeah. It's almost got some like mustardy yellow in it. So those are the 5 blushes and the 2 eyeshadow palettes. I feel like the formulas of the eyeshadow were really good. I mean, it's a first impression, but I seriously doubt that the next time I try to use this palette that it's going to be any different. All right, so I want to try to use this brush that they included. Yeah, the eyeshadows definitely have like a little bit of a fragrance to them. It's not, I mean, I don't love the fragrance, but it's not too heavy from what I can tell. All right, I'm gonna build this up, try to build it up sort of lightly. Very neutral. Oh my gosh, I'm smelling it in the brush. That like scent. What is that? I don't really like it. I guess I can kind of smell it in here too, but maybe it was from the brush. I can't tell. There's a smell coming from somewhere. I don't love it, but it's not the worst. All right, I'm gonna do this lightly and then build it up. I feel like that's pretty pigmented. Like that's pretty, you can see that. And yeah, I do feel like this is almost more of a bronzer, but I am gonna just strictly go for it as a blush today. Like I said, I'm not gonna use highlighter today because that is not what I would have done in the 90s. Wouldn't have done it. I don't even know if highlighter existed. It probably did, not in my world though. And I loved glitter, so that's kind of funny. I would have been so happy about it. All right, I think that definitely works. It actually just kind of makes, I look so tan right now. What is happening? Also, it's so dark. Oh well. All right, and then one more piece to the puzzle, and that is these lip clays. I'm just gonna do swatches of these really quick. I think I have an idea of which one I want to use, but we'll see. So this one is called Skinship. And if you haven't used these before, they're sort of, how do I explain them? They're like a liquid lipstick that is emollient. And you can kind of sheer them out or build them up, I think is sort of the deal. And I'll show you, especially there's one of them that they recommend doing that with. Okay, this one is called Cold Smoke. And it's a little bit deeper. Well, here, we'll put that on my hand. These barely have just a very slight sweet smell. I actually don't mind this scent at all, one little bit. And I enjoy these. Sometimes I feel like I can't quite get them to look uniform. But not all the time. It just probably depends. I do like to moisturize my lips first with a more moisturizing thing and then wipe that off and then use these because they do tend to be like just slightly drying. Yeah, I think you're kind of supposed to, they can be a bit of that like powder look. They're very matte, which I like, but they're not, they don't actually dry completely. Like I said, they're a bit emollient. They're nice, actually. I do like them. They're not perfect, but I do like them. This one is the shade Cognac. Ooh, oh, that's pretty. Yeah, I think of these as very 90s colors. But maybe they were also borrowing, you know, it's like every decade is borrowing from decades past. There's that. It's looking a little messy. And I do think they are a bit messy, but also I am not, I'm doing this on my hands. So. All right, and then this last shade is called Smeared Rouge, which totally, it's like this red that you could absolutely like build up to be very vampy or like sheer it out to be more of that like kind of classic red shade. I think my hands are a little dry too, so that could be why they're looking like that. Anyways, let's put one of these on my lips. I was really thinking one of the browns is gonna look good, and I have plans for the red, although the red might look really cute. Nude is what I'm gonna try. That super cool toned brown. I think that color's pretty good with this. Like that red would look really cute with the other eyeshadow palette. I think maybe I keep it like this today. Anyways, I feel like this is very, very 90s with like a touch of 2022 because you know, these formulas, you couldn't get a formula like this. I mean, I guess maybe luxury makeup. I was not spending very much makeup. I was young. And so, you know, I didn't really have a lot or buy a lot of makeup at the time. And if I did, it was probably from, you know, Walgreens or whatever. Well, that is the look today. That is my 90s, my thoughts about 90s makeup. I really like this eyeshadow. The blush is super matte, and I think it applied pretty evenly. So I'll show you all those swatches just one more time. These are the lip shades. And these are the two eyeshadows. Look at those swatches. They're just so beautiful and pigmented. And then the blushes. I like how the blushes are all varied. They're very different. That last one is looking shiny, but it's not. I think it's just because I have a scar on my elbow that it's looking like that. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for watching this video, playing along with me. Let me know if you picked this up, what you think, if you like this kind of thing. I really like these. I think these are so easy. I mean, yeah, you're not going to do ornate, colorful looks with them, but you can get just this gorgeous smoky eye look immediately. Like, it took no time at all, and I love that. The formula just felt really nice in swatching and on the eyes. Not that the swatching is as important, but I think it kind of is these days. People like to swatch eyeshadow. It's like a hobby, I think. I enjoy it. Anyways, yeah, those worked really well so far. I mean, I like the blush that I'm wearing. I like the tone of it is very different from anything I have, and I like it. Yeah, this smoky eye is working. I like it. And this lip play, I do like these. I don't know, there's something that I don't like about them, but it's not even a big deal. I think it's more of a personal preference. Like, it kind of dries down to that like powder finish. It's like I don't like the Powder Kiss MAC lipsticks very much because there's something about the finish that makes it feel dry even though your lips aren't dry. But it's not like gritty or anything. Like, I thought that the Fenty lipsticks were a little gritty. Anyways, I'm digressing a lot. Thanks again for being here. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And I'd love it if you would subscribe and become a part of the community here. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.